Hey everybody, this is Daunter, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that I find pretty interesting, and this is the whole idea of hype in the Pokemon TCG when it comes to price, and maybe talking about some alternatives to what we're seeing these days, because I think that the prices of these products have gotten ridiculously expensive. Products, cards, whatever, just gotten ridiculous, and I just want to talk about it a little bit because it's really upsetting to me. For me, somebody who purely collects artists, this rhetoric is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of strange for me. Because I like to collect, I like to open a new booster box whenever it comes out and look at all the beautiful artworks in the set. But, sometimes you gotta understand that people push a booster box just purely because of the money. Evolving Skies, well, I will admit that Evolving Skies has some of the best artwork in the entire Sword and Shield era. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it doesn't have amazing artwork in it. I mean, some very iconic cards from the Sword and Shield era, the Leafeon VMAX, the Glaceon and the Sylveon, the Umbreon, it has a lot of different cards in it that I think a lot of people really love, right? People have a lot of hype and a lot of love towards the Sword and Shield era, stuff like that. It's just for me, it doesn't really make that much sense. Think about it like this. If you bought an Evolving Skies booster box for $1,000, you might as well just buy the Moonbreon at that point. The most expensive card in the entire set is the Moonbreon, right? If you open a $1,000 booster box, chances are you're 99% of the time probably not going to pull the Moonbreon, right? You may have a chance of pulling it if you get really lucky, but you probably won't be able to. So that sucks, right? You're $1,000 down the hole, and for what? You probably got a Duraludon V or something like that, or a Rainbow, Rainbow Dracozolt VMAX or something. Evolving Skies at this point is just not worth it to open. And if you think it is, then you're absolutely wrong. I don't know what else I could say to convince you. I mean, yeah, these cards are really expensive. Having the chance to pull them is such a great feeling. But if you're going to go out there and buy hundreds and hundreds of dollars of Evolving Skies packs, you might as well just buy the card at that point. That's the unfortunate thing, is that I don't really like buying into this kind of hype train, but at this point Evolving Skies is almost 3 years old, I think. So if you really wanted a card from Evolving Skies, chances are you're just gonna have to go out and buy it. I mean, when the Evolving Skies 3-pack blister is this more than the price of the Glaceon V All Art, that's when prices for sealed product is absolutely ridiculous. You'd be lucky to find any Evolving Skies anywhere, and I seriously doubt that you'll be able to find any at a reasonable price. So just my PSA to you, the viewer, is please do not buy Evolving Skies. Now that I got my kind of intro out of the way, I know I didn't really introduce myself. My name is Daunter. I do cards on Pokemon Card Artists, which is this, or I did videos on Pokemon Card Artists, which is why this is such a weird departure. Trying to get my channel to 300 subs by the end of the year. I saw that I'm at 297, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm planning to do a 300 sub video when I get to that point. But until then, I'm going to be talking about these goofy prices. Next, we'll talk about the Giratina V All Art. So this card definitely makes a lot more sense to purchase a booster box of than Evolving Skies, because the card is twice the price of the booster box, right? I think $251 for Lost Origin is still absolutely ridiculous, honestly. And this card is rising every day. December 3rd, it was $400, and now it's $500. That's stupid. Don't, if you really love this card, and I hate to say this, but you should probably just buy the Chinese version, but you should not buy it off a TCG player. The Chinese version, and this is kind of annoying me as well, I was looking at the listings for the price of this card. This card is $280 on TCG player. That is not true. That is literally not true. Go look on eBay. I'm going to pop up a picture of an eBay listing. This card is selling for under $100. Do not buy this off a TCG player. You'll be wasting your money. If you really want the card, you really like the artwork, please buy it off of eBay. That's a way better price. I think this artwork by Shinji Kanda is truly iconic, definitely a big part of the Sword and Shield era. If you want a version of it, definitely buy the Chinese version. It's super cheap, and relative to this, it's a fifth of the price of the English version, and I would recommend it. And if you still want to complete the set, you can still complete it in Chinese, and I'm sure, because the set for, the equivalent for Lost Origin in Chinese is actually really cool. There's a lot of really unique cards in it, and it's a smaller set, so if you wanted to complete that, you'd probably be spending, $500, you could probably buy the entire Chinese set for the amount of money that you'd be spending on just the English Giratina. So, I don't know. Honestly, it's up to you whether what you value more. But yeah, don't buy into this. This is so annoying. It's just so frustrating because I feel less than a year ago we were at this point where the cards were kind of at this perfect spot where it wasn't super expensive, and I don't know. The PSA of this video is just do not buy super expensive things. It's not worth it. It really isn't. I mean, you could buy like hundreds and hundreds of art rares and alt arts from the Scarlet and Violet era before you could even match the price of a singular like Gengar VMAX alt art, right? And that's the crazy thing, is like, imagine this, if you average every single art rare out to like $3 for the lower tier ones, or the trainer gallery cards to like $2.50 or $1.50, you really could buy like at least 100 of them before you got to the Gengar VMAX alt art. Some really beautiful artwork too from the art rares and trainer galleries and Galarian galleries, stuff like that. Like, I would definitely say, like, if you want just pure artwork, I think those are the way to go. Gengar VMAX, I'm pretty sure you could probably find it cheaper in Chinese. I don't know how much cheaper it is. Any cheaper than $500, $600, you know, like, ridiculous. And then this is, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel really natural, and I just have to advise you to not buy it. Think about it like this. Team-up booster boxes do not get sold very often. The lowest listing for a team-up booster box is $3,750, and the most expensive card in the set is $1,000. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense at all. There's one listing for $2,500. Yeah, on TCG Player. I'm sure you could find it for cheaper on eBay, but think about it like that. Like, $2,500 is a lot of money, but it's still cheaper than a team-up booster box. This literally only one listing. If you wanted it, you would have to buy it like right now. But this is ridiculous, right? I can't believe that people think that it's okay to pay these exorbitant prices for these products. I think my favorite thing to do when I'm a Pokemon fan is just wait. Like, I'm not really stressing about the new set coming out. I'm not stressing about, like, what's going on. I'm just gonna wait for it to go down. Perfect example, Terrestrial Festival. Terrestrial Festival was sitting at like $50 before the set came out, and then it came out, and then it jumped all the way up to $90, and now it's leveling around like $72. I'm seeing 72 kind of everywhere. Definitely buy it for like cheaper than, if you can find it for cheaper than $72, I would recommend doing that. But that's the thing, is this set is going to be printed into oblivion. You're going to get your hands on Terrestrial Festival like in any capacity if you want it, you know. Just wait, just be patient. It's going to come out. You don't have to pay like $200 for a box of Terrestrial Festival. Don't spend $200 on on an ETB of Prismatic Evolutions. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth your money, and you're not going to get your money back. So yeah, kind of a ranty video. So I apologize about that, but if you guys enjoyed the video, if you want to hear me ranting about more stupid stuff in the Pokemon TCG, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.